What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny, and in today's video, I have a confession to make. Guys, before I get to that, we know it's fight week in Los Angeles. We know Turki Al-Sheikh has taken his Riyadh season and brought it to North America for the first card ever, and we know that it's headlined by Terrence Crawford and Israel Madrimov. If you're a fan of this page, if you've been watching my channel, you'll know that I've been keeping you up in the loop. If you're new, I say welcome. Also, before we continue, please hit subscribe and hit the notification button, because if you like my content, it'll notify you every time I drop a new video. All right, we got all that out of the way, and I gotta be honest, I hate the business side and marketing side of YouTube, believe it or not. I like creating content and educating everyone about our favorite fighters and our favorite sport. All right, my confession. I am so tired of your favorite YouTubers, your favorite boxing influencers, whether they're on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, talking about false narratives going into this fight. Could we just show some respect to both Madrimov and Crawford a bit before we undersell their skill set and undersell what they bring to the table? All we talk about is either Bud is too old or Bud is too small and Madrimov is just too big. Those are not reasons for boxers at the highest level to win fights. Championship boxing matches on any level, professional, are never won because of size. If you know anything about combat sports, specifically boxing, if you've ever been to a boxing gym, if you've ever seen high-level pros spar, you'll know that a fighter who has a high fight IQ, who's experienced, knows how to navigate his way through a ring against bigger guys. Other than heavyweights, most boxers will spar and train their entire career with bigger guys. I know, sparring isn't fighting, but when we're talking about narratives, when you're talking about the reasons why your favorite fighter or the fighter that you hate the most is going to lose, the last thing you should ever say is A, he's too small, or B, he's too big. Those two are never reasons. If that were the case, boxing would be filled with just giant, brute guys who are all world champions. Is it? No. Also, Madrimov and Bud Crawford are pretty much the same size. I've shown you videos before dating back a couple weeks prior on these guys walking around together. You don't see one astronomically bigger than the other, and you don't see the other looking small and frail. Bud looks healthy. Bud talked about it earlier in the week, how his fight cut to get to 147 against EJ was way worse. Even though he was bigger in this fight camp, he didn't have to cut as much weight. But B, his body is used to carrying the weight. When you look at both guys side by side, they look like they're in the same weight classes. Now, when we talk about that size narrative again, this is what I really want to focus on. Madrimov's bigger than Bud. Will Bud be able to handle Madrimov's size? What are we talking about? Bud is gonna have these answers. We're gonna have these answers right away. We're gonna see in the first 2 rounds. In my opinion, that is when Madrimov will be at his most dangerous. I'm not doing my prediction video yet, but in a way, you could kind of get the gist where I'm going with this. Madrimov will be his most dangerous in the first few rounds. Crawford knows this. Crawford has a high fight IQ. He'll be able to navigate those first few rounds. He'll taste Madrimov's power, see what that's like, but he's not gonna clinch fight him from round 1 onwards. He's gonna see what he brings to the table, and then from there, guess what Bud's gonna make him do? He's gonna make Madrimov box. He's gonna make Madrimov be aggressive, and in Bud's eyes, he's gonna make Madrimov make mistakes. Now, when we talk about fighters, our favorite boxers, even the ones you hate at the highest level, what makes them champions is their mind. It's their preparation, it's their fight IQ, and more than anything, it's them being able to make split decision changes in an instant, in the fight, when the lights are bright, when they have to go to a plan B. And that's gonna be the difference in this fight. Will each fighter be able to make adjustments? We've seen Bud do it time and time again. We just haven't seen Madrimov do it. He's young in his career. Now, when we talk about, is Madrimov gonna win because of his size? No. Will Bud lose because he's smaller? No. Once again, this is gonna come down to tactics. This is gonna come down to fight IQ, and this is gonna come down to adjustments. So whoever you're watching, when we're talking about narratives, the size thing, let's just put that one to bed. I don't think size will even be an issue in this.